Hello, this is Llama here. This is a oral and written statement concerning Eileen. This video will last about 20 minutes. I originally wrote this statement and I was just intending to produce it as a written text statement, but it transpired to be quite a lot longer than I originally intended. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to orally narrate the whole statement in full, as well as showing the text on screen. I know people have said that they prefer not to have to read long text and they prefer to hear me speaking instead. So I'm going to oblige that on this occasion because it's quite a long statement, as I said. This statement will last about 20 minutes or so. On Tuesday the 14th of July, I published on my channel an open letter as a text on a video addressed to Eileen, the deposed Queen of the Llamas. It was a cease and desist notice requiring Eileen to stop directly communicating with me in any way and to stop posting on my YouTube channel due to her long-standing ban, as well as to stop harassing and slandering me. Below in the description box and as a pinned comment, I'll put a link to my cease and desist notice so you can see exactly what I wrote if you want to have a look at it. I have notified and warned Eileen about the same above said issues many times during 2019 and 2020, clearly and in writing. My last notification was announced as the final warning though. I have told Eileen explicitly numerous times not to message me or contact me and not to communicate with me except by a solicitor acting on her behalf. The primary purpose of this statement is to explain that Eileen has, however, chosen to blatantly disregard my last notification and failed to comply with my cease and desist notice. This is because within days of my open letter referred to above, Eileen was directly communicating to me yet again online. I predict Eileen will attempt to deny this, as she so often does generally, but it's true and I've retained proof of it. Thus, it's abundantly evident that Eileen has no intention of respecting or abiding by either my wishes or my repeated warnings to her. This has been a pattern ongoing since October 2019. Eileen and her YouTube channel have continued to harass me. As is so often the case, Eileen is incapable of stopping herself, and she cannot or will not control or modify her conduct. She is her own worst enemy. She never seems to learn. And I'm talking generally here, not just about in regard to me. It's clear that Eileen is unwilling to change her behaviour online and is unwilling to respect personal boundaries and the wishes of others. For example, she does not respect when she has been blocked or banned from YouTube channels. She openly admits she will create dozens of extra accounts in order to post comments as a means to circumvent any blocks. And she does not respect when she has been told by individuals not to message or contact them anymore. Furthermore, Eileen loves to publicly express online whatever she likes about whatever and whomever she likes, however she likes and wherever she likes. She regularly engages in attacking and abusing and even harassing and slandering other people, and she believes she can do so without any consequence or penalty. She will not take personal accountability. Eileen typically claims that she is only defending herself, but that's rubbish. She is invariably the instigator. When a victim eventually has had enough and opts to call her out, Eileen can't cope with it, yet she loves to give it out. Eileen never seems to realise that her actions have consequences. Either that, or she believes she is immune from them. She boldly states she cannot be sued for defamation. In my open letter of the 14th of February, in addition, I advised Eileen that it would be in her best interests if she and her YouTube channel entirely refrained from talking about or referring to me. However, I also need to report here that Eileen decided not to take that advice on board, because in the following days she mentioned me several times on a number of her YouTube live streams. Again, I predict Eileen will attempt to deny this, but it's true. The AIS, the Alpaca Intelligence Service, has eyes and ears everywhere, and Eileen has many people who strongly dislike her, so a lot of things get reported to me. Therefore, due to all of the factors covered above, I can now announce that I shall be responding by applying repercussions to Eileen for her actions and behaviour. As always, my actions and responses shall be reasonable, proportionate and lawful. I did warn Eileen very clearly in my aforementioned cease and desist notice that there would be repercussions for her if she failed to comply with it. I don't make idle threats. She was given fair warning. The repercussions in response to Eileen's non-compliance shall include me starting to make further videos relating to Eileen and her YouTube channel. I'll do so however I deem fit. I am quite prepared to continue to reveal with evidence what horrible, nasty, slandering, lying, toxic, vile-mouthed troll Eileen is. Further, I'm entitled to publicly respond to and defend myself against Eileen's allegations and continued defamation of me. And that can involve discrediting Eileen and what she says. A few days ago, Eileen stated that she doesn't care whether anybody makes any videos about her. Noted. Eileen was fortunate in March when I announced, following the beginning of the coronavirus crisis, that I would be postponing indefinitely my legal action against Eileen in respect of her repeated defamation of me. However, I shall now need to review that situation. By the way, the police positively encouraged me to take such private legal action, and when people query why I needed to confirm Eileen's identity and address, they should bear the aforesaid in mind. It was for prospective legal action. And I've previously commenced legal action against another party. I won't go into that here. Eileen regularly breaches YouTube's community guideline rules. YouTube should have sanctioned Eileen's channel a long time ago and shut it down, but YouTube are useless. However, if YouTube won't take any action against Eileen's channel or do anything, I will. And there are many ways to skin a cat. Now, that's about the first half of this statement, but there are some other additional points I want to make in this statement while I'm making this video. So I'll speak for about another 10 or 15 minutes. Eileen likes to present a grossly distorted narrative that I don't leave her alone. However, the facts tell a very different story. I stopped making any videos about Eileen and her YouTube channel 5 months ago. The last time I released such a video was in February. Eileen, though, then took that cessation as a cue to start talking smack about me again on her live streams. Eileen's channel has continued to harass me. I won't go into the details here, but this activity started way back in October 2019. I've been close to involving the police on a number of occasions. As I explained earlier, I've told Eileen many times to stop contacting me, but she doesn't comply. As far back ago as November last year, I had to tell Eileen multiple times to stop emailing me. I've not messaged Eileen in a very long time. Also, contrary to the way Eileen portrays, she actually publicly invited me to directly contact her to open a dialogue about a certain matter in October 2019, and we proceeded to exchange a series of emails back and forth. And I did not obtain Eileen's email address in any kind of illicit manner, like she likes to insinuate. Eileen often likes to claim that I've made 28 videos about her, but that's simply untrue. The number of videos I've made about Eileen or her YouTube channel is not anywhere near that amount. You can count the videos for yourself if you wish. Unlike Eileen, I don't delete or hide my videos. Few people are probably aware of something about the timing of my Truth About series of videos concerning Eileen and her YouTube channel. There's been 6 of those videos so far, I think. In addition to the repeated defamation I suffered, I only commenced that series of videos after Eileen did a long live stream 6 months ago where she shit-talked me for over 2 hours, and which at one point she made the most disgusting remarks about me and my family. I expect Eileen will attempt to deny or mitigate this. I would strongly advise her not, though. What she said will absolutely shock many. I intend to cover this issue in a future video at some point. And Eileen can shove one of her insincere and disingenuous apologies that she later retracts. I'm not interested. Eileen also likes to claim that I once did a 5-hour live stream broadcast entirely about her and bullied her throughout it. But that's also untrue. I presume she's alluding to the YouTube live stream I did on the 26th or maybe the 27th of November 2019. Firstly, I did not bully her. Secondly, only parts of that broadcast related to Eileen's YouTube channel or about her. Further, if Eileen hadn't been spamming my live chat and constantly interrupting me and diverting from my topics and ignoring my chat guidelines, I would otherwise have mentioned her much less than I did. After giving Eileen multiple warnings and showing considerable patience, I eventually had to resort to blocking her from the chat in order to shut her up. You can, if you wish, listen to the live stream in question and form your own view about it. It's listed under my live stream videos on my channel. Eileen consistently claims that any video I make about her and or her YouTube channel is a, quote, hate video. This is nonsense. I merely defend and stand up for myself and others who've been so badly treated and highlight the horrible nature of Eileen and her channel, and I do so in a reasonable manner. I won't tolerate bullying. I've confronted her channel's conduct and given a voice to the sentiments of many people. Eileen also likes to claim that I'm supposedly stalking her. That's an absurd suggestion. Watching someone's YouTube videos does not represent stalking, and nor does me making videos relating to Eileen. If someone doesn't want people to see their videos, then they shouldn't publicly broadcast or publish their videos to the world. Eileen, look up what the word stalking means. If you feel you need to report me to the police, go ahead. I've done nothing wrong. As I stated before, I would be very happy to have many long conversations with the police about the things you and your channel have done. Eileen loves to exercise her freedom of speech, but she does not respect the right of others to do so. Eileen does not tolerate any scrutiny or criticism of herself or her YouTube channel, and regardless of who it's from or how reasonable it might be. She'll automatically call anything like that cyberbullying and hate. Yet, such is her hypocrisy. Eileen has no qualms herself criticising and generally talking smack about other people during her daily live stream broadcasts over the past 12 months. Eileen used to refer to herself as a review channel. Her so-called reviews about paranormal teams have invariably consisted of nothing more than her making spiteful and nasty personal remarks and ad hominem attacks. Eileen and her channel friends have often engaged in attacking, abusing and bullying many people in the online paranormal community. This includes myself and many other former members of her own channel. These are the supreme double standards by which Eileen regularly operates by. Eileen loves to falsely play the victim and elicit sympathy from whoever and wherever she can, and she will readily attempt to do so by citing her gender, her physical health and her non-existent old age. I perceive her to be a very manipulative person. Eileen will also refer to her mental health as a means to make herself look the victim. However, Eileen clearly considers very little about the mental well-being of the real victims, the countless people she targets who she and her YouTube channel have abused, bullied and tormented. What about their mental health and disabilities and vulnerabilities, which may or may not be known to her? Don't those people matter? Just because they don't have a YouTube channel or make videos or do live streams or talk about their circumstances, that doesn't mean they aren't affected. I'm now aware of 5 individuals who have publicly stated that they were caused to feel suicidal due to the treatment they received from Eileen and or her YouTube channel. And 4 of those people are former members of her own channel. Responding to these allegations, Eileen recently seemed to actually admit to, quote, a couple of these cases. Eileen calls her channel a truth channel. However, Eileen wouldn't know the truth if it was a metaphorical 20-ton truck driving over her so-called manky tattooed foot. Eileen loves to twist, distort and manipulate things. Eileen frequently denies facts and things that have occurred. She denies things she's done and said herself. Eileen lies. She auto-slanders people. I have evidence to support these statements. I can demonstrate it. Yes, Eileen is a liar. What Eileen means by truth channel is that she likes to have her own public forum where she can derogatory shit-talk people and generally talk a load of shit. Eileen is unable to differentiate between, on one hand, expressing subjective opinions about people, and, on the other hand, asserting and alleging falsehoods, often of a defamatory nature, about people. Eileen seems to consider that everything she thinks, believes or suspects and articulates on her public broadcasts represents the objective truth. Eileen has called herself a gobshite and an idiot. Her own words. Need I add any more there? Eileen stresses that she's not fake. I don't doubt that. I find her quite transparent, and what I see isn't particularly nice. Perhaps if she was fake though, Eileen would cause a lot less upset to people than she does. And she wouldn't seem such a horrible, obnoxious and toxic person. Eileen tells the world that her estranged daughter hasn't wanted anything to do with her for the past 5 years. I suspect her daughter has Eileen well sussed. Now coming to the close of my statement now. I've indeed been following developments in recent weeks concerning Eileen's YouTube channel. For those who aren't aware, there's been a significant and sharp downturn in the fortunes of her channel. I won't deny I have at times found the sweet aroma of schadenfreude to be almost overpowering. You reap what you sow, Eileen. You reap what you sow. I bet Mark Smith, Eileen's long-standing arch-nemesis, has had quite a chuckle about the situation. Perhaps he's even been praying to God for it to occur. It indicates a lot about Eileen that virtually all of her closest online friends and channel moderators recently felt they had to quit Eileen's channel and have opted to no longer associate with her. They are upset with Eileen's behaviour and how she's treated themselves and others. Only the chief attack dog, namely the not-so-delightful Helen, who once said, "I'm the most hated mod, I couldn't give a F." Many of Eileen's other regular and longer-term members have also recently quit her channel, which has hemorrhaged subscribers. 3 weeks ago, Eileen sent a message to me. Yeah, even though she's not supposed to. It said, quote, "Get life, you're hated on YouTube." Well, Eileen, very soon afterwards, you had quite the decline in the likeability stakes, didn't you? Oh, sweet karma indeed. Where are your friends now, huh? And besides, you've never exactly been generally well liked on YouTube yourself, have you? You've caused many people over the past 12 months, since you started your channel, to strongly dislike you. Anyway, unlike you, I don't do my channel to make friends or to be liked. I wonder who might get to 1,000 subscribers first. Are you enjoying your app? By the way, we're still all waiting to see those promised receipts relating to your GoFundMe. That's the end of the statement I want to make in this video. I just want to promote that this coming Friday evening I intend to do a very special, quite long live stream, and there'll be further details announced about that in due course. But thanks for listening and watching, and I'll see you again shortly. Bye bye.